one of the courses that he took, specifically taught by Professor Alexis Carter, and some of the homework assignments that he performed for that class. For the record, that course was titled Criminal Law and Procedure. It involved, as Professor Carter will indicate, discussions extensively of a number of Florida laws, including self-defense and the stand your ground law. He has the education and the ability and the understanding, and has at least the background to be able to adequately discuss when he is confronted with police, both understand what it is that they might be trying to do and also what it is that he might say in order to address the situation in the light most favorable to him, legally speaking. I think as far as his knowledge of the law, that certainly would be relevant to his statements and his state of mind while making them, particularly as we just heard him tell Sean Hannity on national television that before this case he'd never heard of the stand your ground law. That would be directly contrary to one of his professors.
They're trying to come up with some theory. They don't get to just say, Judge, it's our theory that he's a bad guy because he went to college, but in effect that's what they're doing. Their theory is not supported, at least yet, and they're a week and a half into their case, hasn't been supported by hard, fast evidence suggesting the anger and the animosity they want to try and get.
I don't think what they're trying to introduce is, for that purpose, from what I heard Mr. Mantei say, is for the Mr. Zimmerman's knowledge of criminal justice and techniques of investigation techniques, interview techniques. He did say on the interview that was played from the state's exhibit number 180, the interview with the Hannity show, when asked the question if he knew about stand your ground law, and he said no, he did not. So that's one of the things.
They introduced Sean Hannity. They left in that portion about stand your ground, and now they're trying to bring in additional evidence to try to impeach Mrs. Zimmerman on what they put into evidence. They could easily have redacted that had they had the concern to. They left it in solely for the purposes of bringing in suggested impeachment to say that he did say something or know something when he didn't. But that some professor may come in, acknowledge that George was or was not even in class that day, and talked about stand your ground. I presume that's what they're going to have him testify to.
If it's the theory of the state's case that Mr. Zimmerman had that information, or at least understood the process, I think they're entitled to bring that forward.